Is your sperm worth $100,000? Would you eat your movie popcorn out of your purse? Do you plan to watch Lisa Kudrow's newest season of The Comeback? Can you get excited about a 1990s video store cocktail bar? Can you get excited about the 8 new emojis that were just announced? Do you give a shit about any of this stuff? Well, now you do because it's required. This week on the Swish Edition.
You're listening to the Swish Edition because you have nothing better to do.
Hi, Scott.
Hey, Kristin.
Welcome, everyone, to the show. It's Wednesday, March 18th, and if it's Wednesday, it's the Swish Edition. I'm going to get right into it.
Yeah.
This is exciting. There's new emojis coming. How many times have you scrolled through or typed an emotion or typed something and thought, why isn't there an emoji for that? I have multiple times. I don't know that I've ever longed for one of these new ones that's coming out, but okay. Ballet dancers. I would have thought that was already a thing. I guess not. I guess there's a dancing like lady with a like a salsa dancer, but I guess not a ballet dancer. A distorted face with bulging eyes extending from the head, which is sort of weird. I don't know what that looks like. I'm
like a
mad.
fisheye.
I'm mad or something's crazy. I don't know. A fight cloud as seen as in cartoons. I don't know what that means.
We don't have a picture of that, but
yeah.
Use your imagination.
A hairy creature, otherwise known as Sasquatch or Bigfoot.
Yeah.
A landslide, which is small rocks tumbling beside a larger one. An orca, a trombone, and a treasure chest.
Right.
I don't see myself using many of those, but the more interesting nerdy part of this for me is that there is actually a 501c3 organization called the Unicode Consortium. And when I first read it, I read it as the Unicorn Consortium, which is the official governing body to maintain standards on the way things look, like texts and text characters and emojis. And I had no idea. They're funded by membership dues from places like Apple and Google and Microsoft, of course. But anyone, Scott, including you or me or any of our listeners, could take an idea for a new emoji forward and present it to the Unicode Consortium. They opened submissions from the general public for emoji suggestions last year. And they're going to begin accepting submissions on April 2nd. And they encourage designers to think about things that can be used for multiple purposes, of course, to be used alongside other emojis that can appear distinct and be used frequently across the globe internationally.
It is an international body. Yes.
That's crazy. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know where I thought it came from before, but.
All right. So I'm curious about this. It's not on our outline, but what is either your favorite or most used emoji?
Well, I'll have to look at my phone for that. I mean, without looking, I can tell you that I use the plain red heart love emoji and the mad face that has characters like you're cursing. I think those are my top two.
I love the green face throw up guy. Not that I use that all the time, but it's the way I feel a lot of the time nowadays. I don't know. I guess probably I like the 100%. I use that a lot.
I use that a lot. Oh, I use the eye roll emoji constantly.
Yes. Well, constantly. And although the younger generations think that for some reason it's not PC, I use the thumbs up all the time. I don't know why that's a bad thing.
Why is it not PC?
I don't know. And, the OK symbol is supposedly not kosher anymore because of connotations with racism. I don't know, but it
I
just
didn't
seems.
know that.
Yeah, somebody there. You can always guarantee in life that someone's going to make something out of something, and be upset about it. Can I just tell you a really quick story along those lines before we move on? I was just reading as I was sitting on the toilet this morning before I took my shower. I was reading about the Oscar gift bag that all the nominees were given
The swag.
on Sunday night, right? It was worth an estimated, if everyone took advantage of all the coupons and things that are in there, $345,000.
No. What?
Now
Why?
the actual physical things that they got in the bag, like maybe a watch, or there was a pair of champagne glasses, there was some chocolate covered almonds. All of that stuff only came to about $6,000, which the attendees, if they take it home, have to pay taxes on. But I don't think they have to pay taxes on the $38,000 trip to Ibiza with 16 of their friends if they don't use it, which most of them obviously are not going to be using those things. There was also a prenup. It was a meeting with a lawyer there in Beverly Hills if you wanted a prenup. And there was a smile doctor who would fix your teeth if they were fucked up. So if you don't take advantage of those, I don't think you have to pay taxes on them just because you have that coupon, right? Or that certificate in your bag.
That's weird.
That's
crazy.
But why did I bring it up? The reason I brought it up is because I had to read the comments, and I saw the comments that I knew would be there. There was that one woman, well, there were several people, but that one woman who said, "And we have homelessness in the world." And I'm like, oh my God, give me a break. Like, no one's able to have any good time because someone might be living on the street. You get where I'm going with that. Someone has to be upset about everything. Another person wrote, "The rich keep getting richer." Like, these people don't deserve a $345,000 gift bag because they already have millions of dollars in the bank. Whatever. It's all about marketing.
Well, that's true. The gift bag is about marketing, and all of that was self-serving for whatever resort was offering the Ibiza trip and whatever lawyer wanted to draft your prenup agreement. I do think that it is a little tone deaf in this day and age, but whatever. Let's not go down that road because I don't agree.
I want to go down that road. That's what the show's about.
As usual. Yeah, but I don't want to talk about that. To finish up the emoji topic, competition is tight, Scott, because only about 30 new emojis are approved every year. And it doesn't even seem like it's that many. I feel like it's the same old, or I just maybe use the same ones over and over. I feel like if you scroll to the right on your phone, there's 1,000 emojis that you're like, when would I ever need to use, I don't know, any of these. Maybe they should get rid of some of them and add some fun new ones. But I want to interject a bit of a rant. We talk a lot about fast food in this format, and I had the most frustrating experience at McDonald's over the weekend. Granted, I was already in a frustrated frame of mind because I was at McDonald's with 2 8-year-olds who were incapable of making their choices for what they wanted on the burgers in their Happy Meal. And we had to keep starting over at the kiosk because, of course, there are no people in McDonald's anymore to take your order. Not a single one. And every single one of them is way, way, way away in the back. And the restaurants are all set up so that you're looking at a blank wall. There's a counter where they set your food out. There's not a napkin dispenser. There's not a ketchup packet to be seen. There's no straws. There's no salt. There's no cup lids. There's no nothing anywhere. And there are no people to be found. Okay. So the kiosk had some glitches in it, and like I won't go into the details, but it wasn't allowing, like, in a Happy Meal, you know, you can choose whether to have the apple slices or get extra French fries. And both of the 8-year-olds in my care wanted extra French fries, and there was no way to request that on the screen, and they were melting down over it. There was no person to say, "Can you just please take my order instead of me starting over at the kiosk for the 11th time?" No, there was no one in sight. Once we placed the order, I swear to you, I literally had to almost climb over the counter and yell into the back to get a person to come over. After our order came out, there were no napkins, no condiments, no straws, no nothing on the tray. And they just came out and left it there and scurried into the back. So picture me have had it up to here. I'm leaning over the counter, trying to peer into the back and saying, "Excuse me." I mean, it was ridiculous. And there's 6 people back there who are standing around with their backs to the restaurant, chatting with each other.
Yeah.
I've never been so incensed. It was like, this is backwards. I'm so sorry. I understand the efficiency aspect of it, but when all of your employees are ignoring the people inside of your restaurant, this is backwards. Do better, McDonald's.
Did they call you Karen?
I'm sure they did as soon as I, walked away, because I had to call them back several times because they made the very precisely ordered burgers from the Happy Meals incorrectly. And of course I had 2 8-year-olds who were like, "I'm not eating this. There's no onions. I'm not eating this. They put pickles on it." I mean,
It's such a departure. And when you go to a place where customer service is the cornerstone of the business, like, do you guys have Zaxby's in Northern Virginia?
I have heard of it, but I don't know where there is one.
Zaxby's is so great, and it's so yummy, and the people bend over backwards when you walk in the door to be nice to you, and they're right there. There's no kiosk to order on. You order with a real person, and they give recommendations, and they're happy to see you, and then you go sit down at a table, and they bring your food to you, whether you're taking it to go or not. Um, it's just a lovely experience, and then you go to McDonald's, and you get what Kristen just described.
It was infuriating. And
It makes
and the tab for, so it was 2 orders for kids, 1 order for me. I do have to say, I finally tried the Big Arch.
Yeah.
Delicious. Way too much food. Couldn't eat it all. Delicious. And then I took something home for Rob, which was, I don't know, a quarter pounder of cheese or something. By the
My
time I
favorite.
added like an extra thing of French fries because the kids got apple slices, whatever, it was like $50 for 4 people to eat at McDonald's with 0 customer service and with employees acting like they were irritated that I called them away from their chat session in the kitchen.
Insane.
I mean, anyway, can you tell I was
Yeah.
pissed?
No, apparently I have no idea. No idea. Can I move on?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, from fast food restaurants to pop-up bars, very excited about this. And I know a lot of people probably will not get to experience this because it's just here in Vegas. But if you're coming to Vegas this spring and you're a 90s lover like I am and Dale is, we listen to the 90s channel on Sirius XM every day. There's a new pop-up bar, Kristen. It's called Back to the Video Store.
I love
I
it.
love this. It's a 90s themed speakeasy where you browse VHS tapes on the shelves like you did back in the day to find out what kind of cocktails you want to order. I love this. So what you're going to do is you're going to walk in and it's going to feel like you walked back into a 1990s VHS video store. And then the bar is through a secret door in the back. You
That's
continue
fun.
on into the bar. So they're going to theme the drinks around movies like The Karate Kid, Mean Girls, The Big Lebowski, you name the 90 movie, they're going to do it. And here's the great thing. It's actually pretty reasonable. So you have to buy a ticket in advance because they're not telling anybody where this bar is unless you buy a ticket.
Mm-hmm.
So you buy a ticket, they'll tell you a couple days beforehand where to go. The tickets are only $17.80, and that includes your first cocktail. So I think that's pretty reasonable.
It's not bad.
Yeah, they're going to have theme nights too, like play knockout bingo, sing your heart out karaoke. They're going to have live DJs. And this is all happening March 25th through May 17th.
Sounds
You can go
fun.
you can go to bucketlisters.com for tickets. They've did this previously in New York, LA, Miami, and Chicago, and they sold out really fast.
Cool.
And they want to remind you, be kind, rewind.
Don't have to worry about that anymore.
Nostalgia is the shit. I mean, people love that kind of stuff, and
Yeah.
they'll go out of their way to experience something like that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And from the crazy days of when you had to spend your time rewinding a VHS tape to
Like it was so
Pre-
hard.
to present day. I know, but think about this. This next item really brings it into focus. I mean, think about how little patience people have with anything that takes up time like that these days. So this one, this story is for the short attention span crowd, which is every single one of us
Yes.
in this day and age.
Nowadays.
I had never heard of this, but do you know what verts are? I mean, I guess you can figure it out, right? Disney Plus has announced that they are launching vertical videos that you can just watch straight up and down on your phone like all the rest of your content, as opposed to turning it, right? So in the Disney Plus app, you tap on the new Verts icon on your mobile device, and you can stream scenes and moments from their various movies and shows, which are basically commercials for all of their full-length content. But I guess they're also going to feature content created by fans, and potentially produce exclusive vertical only content, which is fascinating.
That's becoming a
Vertical
thing.
is the new thing. Production companies are rolling out more and more vertical short form content for our phone obsessed short attention span culture. I think we talked about this once before. There was an actor who stars in a bunch of these, I think we talked about. But anyway, there are 90-second series formats that are becoming more and more popular on TikTok and Instagram, with content creators dropping an episode or two a day to get people to subscribe and like. It's kind of it's a little bit disturbing, to be honest.
Yeah, but they're making huge money.
I know.
People come back every day to see the next episode, and I think that's kind of genius. And because, I could watch a 90-second video. I don't like to watch 10-minute videos. I have friends all the time that are sending me long things, and I'm like, I don't have time to watch that. I do, but I just don't have the attention span for it anymore.
Well, what's funny is that we now, Rob and I, watch that kind of content, like 10 and 20-minute YouTube videos, the same way that we would have previously watched, I think, sitcoms or something.
Full-length show.
Yeah. We sit on the couch and watch it, streaming on the TV. We watch a lot of Rob loves do-it-yourself videos. Like he watches a lot of stuff on how to build a pergola on your deck, or how, and we follow content creators that buy abandoned houses and renovate them, and it's like a 15-minute video every week that drops on Sunday or something. But we watch that the same way that 10 years ago we might have sat down and watched a sitcom together. It's sort of crazy how things are evolving.
You know what we're watching right now, which I'm very excited about. It came out at the end of February, but we just forgot that it was there. We're watching season 3 of The Night Agent on Netflix.
Oh, I forgot that new season came out. We liked that show.
It's really good. We're only 2 episodes in, but it's really good.
We're trying to watch some of the Oscar movies, but we can't watch them all at once. So we're watching I think we're like a third of the way through Sinners. And we have to watch it like an hour a night, because I can't sit for a 2.5-hour movie. I can't do it.
I know we can't do it anymore either. So we break shit up too. But we also were watching so many series. We're like, well, when do we have time to watch a movie?
Right.
Although I think, going back to the 90-second verts, you want to start a soap opera? That'd be really fun.
Yeah, let's do it. I mean,
I just wish we lived in the same town.
We have the experience of filming something together when we were in high school. We could turn that into a series, maybe.
It'd be really funny if we. Where's Daphne Bannister?
Where's Daphne Bannister?
Crazy Critter Crunch. And you lost your shit on the phone with somebody, I remember. My sister jumped on the hood of your
have
dad's
footage
Mercedes.
Of driving down the road with Laura clinging to the hood of my dad's car.
I believe she's still alive.
Those are
anyway, from verts on your phone to movies at an actual movie theater, The Devil Wears Prada 2 is coming out May 1st, and it's getting a lot of buzz. Have you seen the trailers? Have you seen any of the teaser stuff?
I haven't seen the trailer, but I thought I'm sure you will crucify me for this, but I cannot stand Anne Hathaway. I just cannot abide her. She's but last night at the Oscars, I saw her and her spot with Anna Wintour, ignoring her, was hilarious.
Yeah, the Oscars were way back on Sunday night, not last night. But you're
Whatever.
but yes, that was hilarious, and I enjoyed that. Yeah, I have a love-hate relationship with her too, but I mean, Meryl Streep is so delicious as Miranda Priestley. I don't know how you could not watch it. So I'm excited about it. Anyway, that's not reason I'm talking about it. I'm not
Okay,
trying to
all
get a
right.
free plug to The Devil Wears Prada. What I wanted to talk about is all this merchandise tie-ins
Uh-huh.
that the movie production company has rolled out to AMC, Cinemark theaters, Fandango fans. And it's pretty cool. One of them, Kristin, is this. Here it is. I'm going to put it on the screen if you're watching us on YouTube. The bright red handbag-shaped popcorn bucket.
I love it.
So they'll give you this bag that looks like a real leather pocketbook. I assume it's made out of cardboard, though,
Yeah,
right?
it must be.
It's got charms on it. There's a high heel shoe on there and something that says Devil Wears Prada. And they'll fill it with popcorn. And then when you bring it back out, they'll fill it up again for free. So I thought that was kind of cool.
I bet the charms are a picture that's on the cardboard. But anyway, I would totally go just for that. I think it's the cutest thing ever.
It is. And I already told Dale that I really want to see this movie at the theater. And how do I not get the popcorn bag, right? I have to do it.
Yeah.
They're also gonna offer for sale. I don't know if they're for sale or for free, but they're gonna have Devil Wears Prada 2 sunglasses, a promotional runway magazine, which doesn't really exist, a wine tumbler, and other objects that you can take home with you after the fact. So
Love it.
I just think this is really cool. And you were talking about the Oscars, and you talked about the Anna Wintour and Anne Hathaway thing. Did you actually watch it, or was that just a clip you saw online?
I watched part of it. I watched the beginning of it. So I saw the opening monologue with Conan O'Brien.
Yeah.
And I can't remember when I stopped watching, but anyway, I didn't see the whole thing. I probably watched like 40 minutes of it or so.
I had it on. I was making a new recipe for the first time, so I was in the kitchen, but I could see it, and we had dinner. And but as I've said many times, unlike you on the East Coast, we get to watch it live here on the West Coast. It started at 4 p.m. in the afternoon.
Right.
So by the time we were ready to sit down and watch our evening shows, it was over, which was lovely. So I think it ended at like 7:15. So
Nice.
yeah, that's why I love living in the Pacific time zone. But I thought the whole show was pretty uneventful, and I hadn't seen one of the movies, so it didn't really mean much to me, except I just wanted to see the celebrities and the jokes and stuff.
I think the only one I had seen was K-pop Demon Hunters, which I was so glad
Oh,
won.
right. Okay. True. I did see that, and we did feature that on the show. So yes, okay, I saw one of the movies. I thought Conan O'Brien was okay-ish. I don't think he hit it out of the park, but it did remind me that we really need him back behind the anchor desk. I think he was so great as a late night host, and I'm really sorry that he got shafted so many times.
I'm sure that most people will disagree with me. This is my personality. I cannot stand Oscar hosts
Right.
who make fun of people that are in the
Oh.
audience and skewer them. I cannot stand that kind of humor. I hate it. It makes
no.
me
I
so
love that stuff.
uncomfortable that it makes me anxious to watch it. So I liked that he was nice to everyone.
Well, maybe that's why I thought he was boring.
Yeah,
Um,
probably.
Yeah. I think my favorite thing though was the tribute part.
I
They
missed
did
that.
they did a really great tribute to Rob Reiner. And it was pretty moving. And
I
they
need to
also
watch that
did
online somewhere.
tributes for Diane Keaton and Catherine O'Hara, and of course they left people out, and that was a huge controversy on Monday morning. Why didn't you talk about James Vanderbeek? Why didn't you talk about Bridget Bardot?
I saw a clip from Jane Fonda, who was being interviewed, after the thing, and she
Yeah.
said something like, "Why was Streisand up there talking about Robert Redford? She only made one picture with him, and I made 3. I had a lot more to say," which I think was tongue in cheek and a joke, but I need to go back and watch that. All of
Jane
that.
Fonda. I know I'm not supposed to talk about women's faces, but man, Could she stop, please, going to the plastic surgeon? She looks ridiculous.
Oh, here we go.
I'll
I
stop.
just can't
I'm
entertain
not
that.
ranting anymore. I'm not
Okay.
ranting anymore.
Okay. All right. Well, um,
Pull it together.
yeah. Anything else to say about the Oscars? I don't know. They're sort of like whatever. Okay. Well, then in that case, we'll be back right after these messages.
This, my friends, is the Swish Edition. And now for something completely different.
Scott, there is a rumor that Tara Lipinski and Johnny Weir might take over Kelly Clarkson's daytime TV slot because, of course, Kelly's leaving, not because her ratings were bad. I thought she did a really good job with that show, but she said, I think, something along the lines of, this show is a grind and I want to do other fun stuff like be a coach again on The Voice, etc. And she couldn't do it and keep up with her daytime TV slot. But can you imagine Tara and Johnny? They're so fabulous together. And, they've been announcing the Olympics for however many seasons now. And apparently they've been on Scott's favorite show, The Traitors, which I've never seen. And
just this past season 4. Yeah. And they made it really far.
Yeah. They're fabulous and I love them.
Yeah. Well, I have to say, with the success of the Drew Barrymore show, Drew Barrymore is a straight woman and her sidekick is Ross Matthews, who's gay. They work really well together. So I can see how Tara and Johnny could pull this off. Plus, they're best friends in real life. So
I don't think it has to do with whether you're gay or straight. I think you just have to have the right chemistry. And Drew and what's-his-face obviously have fabulous chemistry. And so do Tara and Johnny. I mean,
I think it would be a very, very sweet, very friendly show, very upbeat, like Kelly Clarkson show and like Drew's show. So
yeah, I love the idea.
I like it. I have to say though, where was I going to go with that? My mind was taking me somewhere else, and then I went somewhere else, and I wanted to say something. Oh, I wanted badmouth Kelly Clarkson for a second. So when Kelly Clarkson started the show on NBC 7 years ago, she started in LA.
Mm-hmm.
And then she decided that she wanted to live in New York City. So I think it was season 4. She moved the production from LA to New York. And all of her employees sold their houses and moved to New York to work on the show.
Dear.
And now she's not going to do the show anymore, even though NBC would like her to. So I think that's kind of shitty what she's doing to her staff. But I don't know all the ins and outs, and maybe I shouldn't be doing that. Maybe that's not nice of me, but
maybe she has a plan to incorporate them in some other means of keeping them gainfully employed.
But let me tell you, I'll tell you what she could do. One, she puts on an amazing show. We saw her last summer here in Vegas at Plant Hollywood, and it was the most amazing show. I think she would kill it at the Las Vegas Sphere. So kill it. The woman can sing. She could sing the telephone book and people would listen.
As evidenced by her daytime show where she sang a cover of somebody's song every single day and killed it every single time.
Yeah. Well, I've got other television news if you'll beg my pardon.
Let's hear it.
I'm very upset about this. Sarah Michelle Gellar is very upset about this. The Buffy universe is very upset about this. Buffy New Sunnydale is not going forward at Hulu after an executive saw the pilot. They filmed a pilot this past July with Sarah Michelle Gellar returning as Buffy Summers. But apparently the pilot episode and this new series is mostly about the brand new 16-year-old Slayer and not about Buffy. And that may have been the problem. I don't know. There's varying ideas out there. Sarah Michelle Gellar just said yesterday morning that she believes one of the executives on the project was not a fan of Buffy and had never seen it, which could have been a problem. Now, Chloe Zhao was the director. She was just nominated on Sunday. She was sitting there in the audience. She directed Hamnet. She's also previously won an Oscar. So it was not like it was a fly by night production. It was going to be pretty amazing. So Sarah Michelle Gellar said, "If the apocalypse actually comes, you can still beat me." Which I love that beat me because that's very 90s, right? People had beepers. Nobody has beepers anymore, right?
No, that's
That was
not
a
a
running
thing.
joke. And did you ever watch 30 Rock? Tina
No.
Fey's. You never watch that? It's genius. A genius sitcom. I watch it all the time, just when I'm bored. And one of the running jokes was one of her boyfriends had a beeper company. Well, after cell phones were out, so it was kind of silly. Also, I want something. I want to put something on your calendar, everyone. This coming Sunday, March 22nd, if you have HBO or HBO Max, The Comeback is coming back for supposedly a third and final time. This is season 3. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're an idiot, just like Kristin. Kristin, tell me you've seen The Comeback.
Nope.
Do you have HBO Max?
Yes.
Cue up The Comeback after you put Max to bed tonight. Watch season 1. I swear to God, you and Rob will love it. This is Lisa Kudrow. You guys know her as Phoebe on Friends. She plays a character called Valerie Cherish. In the first season, it's all about her comeback. She had been a sitcom actress back in the 90s, and she was coming back with a new sitcom and a reality show. And Valerie is very tragic. She's very sweet and naive, but also very complicated. And you'll laugh, you'll cringe, and you will cry. Lisa Kudrow is a genius with this one. And absolutely. And Phoebe was always, I've said this before on the Swish Edition, Phoebe was always my least favorite friend.
Me too.
But Valerie Cherish will become your favorite character that Lisa Kudrow's ever done. I swear to God. She is amazing in this.
Okay.
And one thing that really tickled me, I don't remember if it was season 1 or season 2, but one of the standout episodes is when she and her husband go to the Parker Palm Springs, literally my favorite hotel in the whole world. They filmed a whole episode there. It's amazing, and it made me very happy. So season 1 came out, Kristin, way back in 2005.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Season 2 didn't start into 2014. So, 9 years later. And then we're now getting 8 episodes for season 3, which will go from this Sunday through May 10th. It's so good. And I don't know why they had to say it's the third and final season. Why does it need to be the final season? Why can't she do it again in 10 years?
Why not?
So here's the storyline for season 3. The storyline is she just got a new sitcom, but the entire new sitcom is going to be written by AI.
No.
That's the premise of season 3. Kristin, go back and watch season 1.
It does sound enticing, only because I love Lisa Kudrow, and
so good.
And I think she is so much more than Phoebe ever was. Everything I've seen Lisa Kudrow in, she has been amazing.
The show will literally it sometimes it hurts to watch it because it's the things that she goes through. You're like, oh God. And you're like, oh, and then you're laughing out loud and then you're crying, and there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on with this show.
Okay. I'm buying your recommendation.
Well, I'm amazed at that because you usually don't buy what I'm selling.
I mean, in this case, I do.
For the last 40 years, Kristin does not usually buy what I'm selling.
Very true. Okay. Well, from the sublime to the ridiculous, I suppose. I can't believe I have to do this story. Scott, the Sperm Racing World Cup is back, and $100,000 is on the line.
I'm ready.
According to spermracing.com, sperm racing is a science-backed competition, a sport where athletes compete by representing a country, advancing through qualifiers, matchups, and tournament rounds, all of which are broadcast. This is so revolting. Cygnus Photonics built light-generating hardware that lets them seal the racetrack. Their photonics platform activates the material surfaces at the molecular level, allowing the racetracks to be permanently sealed. I don't know what any of that means.
Do you
Who can?
understand the concept of what this is?
I guess so. Who
So
can apply?
yeah. I thought I
You
needed
want
to
me to?
explain
Yeah.
exactly
Okay.
what it was.
If we have to, yeah.
So each contestant is giving a sperm sample.
Mm-hmm.
The sperm samples are put into this sealed racing thing, and whoever's sperm gets to the end first is the winner.
Yeah, I gathered that. So if you want to apply, you have to be
I
at
do.
least 18 years old, and you have to be a male. We assume. I guess they didn't specifically state that,
It
but it
doesn't
seems
state that.
like an obvious requirement. You have to be free of sexually transmitted diseases. You have
Not
to
sure
be
why.
able to provide your sample, and
You
you
gotta be able to get it out.
have to be able to appear in their recorded content. So you have to be willing to be known for participating in
For
this
participating in it.
grotesque
Exactly. Right.
situation.
Why is it grotesque?
It's just so. So there are contestants from Europe, Asia, Oceania, the Americas, and Africa. 128 countries total are already represented. They haven't released the schedule, but you can apply now if you're interested.
They call it the world's smallest sport. Because sperm is really small.
Yeah, this is revolting. Sorry.
Do you know they say that I guess you have billions and maybe even trillions of sperms in you.
It's true.
Over the course of your life. Yeah.
It's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, enough about that.
Do you think Rob and I should try out? Is there only one person from the United States of America?
I don't know why you're interested in this, but maybe you can do some more research and come back with answers to that question. I don't know.
And with that, you want to shift gears?
Yes, please.
Please. You won't believe what I found.
What?
Well, she already knows. I was out. I sent Kristin a picture of these 2 bags of potato chips, okay? And she was like, "Where did you get those?" I said, "Japan." This is so cool. I didn't know you could buy this in the United States, but these are Japanese Lays. These are chips that are only sold in Japan. Japan. but it's not true. They're made for Japan, but you can buy them here.
So first of all, clearly you have not been to an Asian grocery store anytime in the last century, because you can buy all sorts of things that are made for the Asian market. But anyway, that's a cool flavor. And what's the other flavor? Cucumber and
cucumber, and you can and this one is called
that's obviously
wings,
Korean.
hot wings.
Yes.
Korean chicken wings. So should I don't
You should
know
taste them.
I want to put them on my shelf and keep them forever.
What? Are you insane?
What if I never get to Japan again?
Go to your local Asian supermarket and you can buy all those things as many times as you want.
Do you go to places like that?
All the time.
Can't open it. Oh. It smells like Japan. All right.
Those are Korean.
They're Korean? Oh, they're ruffly.
Do they taste like banchan? Don't tell me you've never had banchan wings.
I have no idea what that is.
Oh my God.
It doesn't taste like chicken. It just tastes like, I mean, it tastes like maybe what the outside of a chicken tastes like. Dale tried to open these the other day, and I'm like, no, they have to be opened on the air. All right, let's try cucumber.
Okay.
I can't open them like
Can
the
you
normal
just
way.
use some scissors?
This is loud. This is not
It is
conducive
loud.
to a radio show. Okay,
It's
these are
loud.
not ruffly. These are flat.
Cucumbery?
Yeah, tastes like cucumber, spicy cucumber. But
Boy, I
yeah.
bet that would be good on a sandwich.
It says It says negative 50% something in Japanese or Korean. You say they're Korean?
Looks
These aren't
Korean to
Japanese?
me.
The
It
woman
looks
at
like
the store.
Korean characters, but
The
maybe I'm
woman at the
wrong.
store,
I could be wrong.
It's all Japanese on the back. So you can't read it. The only word in English on this is the word Lay's and the word cucumber flavor. Everything else is some other language.
I got it. Yeah.
We got them at Resorts World. We were in there I was buying a new Vegas Golden Knights shirt because we went to a hockey game last night, and I wanted to wear a new shirt because my old one was poo. And so then the woman's like, "Have you tried our new Japanese potato chips?" She called them Japanese,
Okay, so
but
maybe
she
they
might
are.
not have known. I mean, she was some kind of Latino, Latina, so she might not have known. You know what?
Okay.
Well, I'm just
take it.
saying she wasn't Asian, so she can't read the bag.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Gotcha.
She's-
Go
Kristen
to
sees-
your local H Mart or Lotte or whatever you have there, and you
What's
can
that?
get.
Oh, I do know
Asian
where
store.
there's an Asian grocery store. I do
Great.
know where one is.
They
Yeah.
have lots of fun, different things to try. Okay, this is all very riveting, but I think we're done now. Yes,
I think people tuned out a long time ago.
they sure did.
Yeah. Except
Okay,
the people in Hong Kong who
Well,
probably know what I'm talking about. Right?
who are neither Japanese nor Korean. And with that, we're going to say goodbye for this week. See you.
The Swish Edition is a production of Bethwick Media, LLC. Learn more about the show at swishedition.com. And don't forget to subscribe and leave a review on your favorite podcast app or site. But only if you like us.
Nobody gives a crap.